Shanti, shanti, shanti. Let there be peace, let there be peace, let there be peace. Hari Om. Namaste. Synchronicities along the pathway to realizing the self, coming to the realization that all is Shiva. And I remember hearing this, all is Shiva, many, many years ago. I think it was on a Ramana Maharshi doc or perhaps in a book. And Ramana would say, all is Shiva. The mighty Arunachala, the resting place of mighty Shiva. And when you hear those sort of pieces of wisdom along the way, my personal, my humble opinion, I remember thinking, how can everything be Shiva? Right? And then the further you go through self-inquiry, asking, who am I? Shiva becomes part of the journey. Different increments from memory along the way, but definitely a huge part of self-realization. And I remember the first time it really hit me, or I didn't realize at the time the impact it would have, but I was in Tiruvannali and went to the Shiva temple there and queued up for hours, 3 or 4 hours, to receive darshan from a priest. And I remember walking in and bowing, and the priest blessing me on the forehead here with vibhuti. And then walking out, and I did the walk around Arunachala, I think the following day, which was quite intensive. And over the tannoy, over the speakers around Arunachala, I heard this chant, Om Namah Shivaya, but it's more like Om Namah Shivaya. And this chant is repeating constantly for hours and hours throughout the day. And then in sadhana a few years later, I remember that impression, that memory being shown as a significant memory. And then recently, everything is Shiva. I am Shiva, you are Shiva, all is Shiva. Which is incredible when you look at everything around you, including your true self. You are Shiva, the seed of Shiva. And this awakening, or this dhyana, this knowledge, is available to us all. But the synchronicities in sadhana that flow, they just blow my mind. I just feel this alignment with something so simple. It's as easy as asking, who am I? That's it. And this week, somebody reached out to me and they said, somebody I connect with weekly and support along their journey. And they shared this chant, mantra, bhajan. And it's Chinanda Darupa Shivaham Shivaham. And this individual said, I don't know why, but this is being shown to me. And every time I hear it, I get goosebumps and I tear up. And I relate to them the importance of that bhajan, because that is the first, I think the only bhajan that Sri Nisargadatta mentions in his book, I Am That. To listen and to verbally say, sing with all your glory, Chinanda Darupa Shivaham Shivaham. And I shared this with this person I connect with, and they were just blown away, and they said they cannot believe how synchronistic these things are. But then I told them what had happened the morning. So in sadhana that morning, I was guided back to my time in Rishikesh, which is where my heart is and will always be, and sitting and absorbing Mother Ganga's wisdom and vibration, and being in the Ganga at 6 a.m. in the morning in front of the great Shiva statue there at the Paramath Niketan ashram in Rishikesh. And I was taken there in sadhana that very morning, and I had a vision or a memory or a reflection of that time in front of Shiva, bowing to Shiva. At that time, I didn't know the importance or the significance of that impression in the mind. But as soon as I came out of sadhana, within 15 minutes, I received that text from my dear brother saying about Chananda Darupa, Shivaham, Shivaham. Shiva is everywhere. All is Shiva, as the great Ramana Maharshi said so many times. And when you look, you shall find. So go within. Use this simple but powerful ancient process of self-inquiry. Advaita Vedanta, asking, who am I? Realize your true self. Realize that you are Shiva. All is Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om.